Hello, good day. Welcome to our math class. Today's topic is about midline theorem of triangle. We're still in third quarter math 9. So the first thing we have to do is to define the midline theorem. Midline theorem states that the segment joining the midpoints of the two sides of a triangle is equal to the half the length of the third side and parallel to it. So ang gagawin natin dito, we're going to explain this one by one. So the first part of this theorem, segment joining the midpoints of the two sides of a triangle. So ibig sabihin in midline theorem, so we should have first midpoints of the triangle. So yung midpoint ng triangle na tinutukoy ay yung midpoint ng AC at yung midpoint ng AB. So we're going to have first the midpoint of AC. So let's have here point D. Actually, pwede naman tayong gumamit ng kahit anong letter as long as hindi siya nagamit dito sa corners. So we have here point D. So you can use point E, F, or the other letters. So yung point D dito, ito ay midpoint. So ibig sabihin nasa gitna siya ng AC. Then we have to create another midpoint on the other side. So yung sa side AB naman. And we have here point E. Therefore, yung point E, since midpoint yan, nasa gitna yan ng AB. So next one, so after having midpoints, so segment joining the midpoints. So we have to join them to create the midline. So yun na po yung midline. So we have here line DE. So ngayon nung nag-create tayo ng dalawang midpoint, yung point D at saka point E, at nung pinag-connect natin sila, so we have here line DE. At yung line DE na ito yung tinutukoy natin na midline ng triangle. So we have additional statement for the midline. The midline is equal to the half the length of the third side and parallel to it. So ibig sabihin daw, itong midline na to, yung kanyang measurement ay equal sa kalahati ng third side. So ibig sabihin, yung third side na tinutukoy dito ay itong CB. And that is the definition of midline theorem. So here is the equation that we can form out of this theorem. So DE, which is our midline, is equal to 1/2 CB. So 1/2 CB, which is half of the third side. So kung yung CB ay 24, so what do you think is the measurement of DE? So again, ang DE ay half ng CB. So ang ating DE ay 12, since ang 12 ay half ng 24. So that is the meaning of midline theorem. Since ang point D is midpoint of AC, so we can conclude that AD is congruent to CD. So dahil nga nasa gitna tong point D, so itong AD ay congruent to CD. And on the other part, so yung AE ay congruent also sa EB, since ang point E ay midpoint. So therefore, kung ang AD ay 7, so obviously ang DC ay 7. So kung ang AD ay 7, so ang AC, yung isang buo ay 14. So we're just going to multiply it by 2. So next one, kung ang EB ay 8, how long is AB? So ang AB ay 16. So we're just going to multiply it by 2. Since ang AB ay kalahati ng AB, right? So ang AB ay 8, ang AE here is also 8. We have here triangle CEA, wherein BD is the midline. Let's try this activity. If BD, which is our midline, is 18.5, so what is the measurement of AE? So you can pause first the video and try to answer the given activity. And let's check if your answer is correct. So the answer here is 37. So how did it become 37? So since BD is the midline and midline is half of the third side, so 18.5 should be multiplied by 2 so that we will get AE. So 18.5 times 2 is 37. So that's how we get AE. Now, if we have CA, which is 22, CA is 22, how long is CB? Again, pause your video and try to answer it. CB here is 11. So you're just going to get the half of CA. Since point B is midpoint, so CB is half of CA. So therefore, BA is also 11. Next one, if CD, so this is CD, is equal to 14, how long is CE? This time, ang given natin ay yung CD, which is only half, 14, at ang hinahanap natin ay yung isang buong side, CE. So the answer here is equal to 28. CD is 14, so you're just going to multiply it by 2, and CE is equal to 28. Now let's take our topic to another level. This time we're going to have a solving wherein we have here variable. In triangle LCM, so this is the triangle LCM, AI is the midline. If AI is equal to 3x minus 2 and MC is equal to 8x minus 12, find x, AI, and MC. So what is the first thing we have to do here? Kasi iba na to. So may variable na. Unlike a while ago, we can just get the half of it or multiply it by 2. Kasi ang given ay yung mismong number na. We're going to have first the equation. So we're going to have the equation which is AI is equal to 1/2 MC, which is the definition of our midline theorem. Ang AI po ay kalahati ng MC. So we have here like a formula. So after having this formula, so we're going to substitute or replace the value of AI and MC. And we have here 3x minus 2 is equal to 1/2 8x minus 12 or multiplied by 8x minus 12. So pinalitan lang po natin yung AI ng 3x minus 2. So katulad po ng nakikita natin dyan. And the other one is MC. Pinalitan lang po natin ng 8x minus 12. Kasi yun po yung kanilang mga given. So after that, so we're going to simplify first the given equation. So we have here 3x minus 2 is equal to 8x minus 12 over 2. So paano po nangyari yan? Sinimplify lang natin itong part na to, itong right side. So yung 8x minus 12, minultiply lang natin siya by 1. So if we're going to multiply that by 1, so still 8x minus 12 pa rin. And then over 2. After simplifying the right side, so we're going to have cross multiplication. So to remove the denominator part. Kasi pag may denominator, mahihirapan tayo mag-solve. So we're going to simplify it first. And then to simplify it, 3x minus 2 multiplied by 2. So we're going to multiply it first. So ang kalalabasan po niyan, so ito po yung magiging format niya. Pakita muna natin yung format na 2 multiplied by 3x minus 2. And then, rewrite lang yung 8x minus 12. So, equal to 8x minus 12. After that, we're going to simplify it again. Ito namang left side. So, itong 2 times 3x minus 2. So, the procedure or process na gagamitin natin dito is what we call distribution method. Wherein we're going to multiply first 2 by 3x. And then, after that, we're going to multiply 2 by negative 2. So yung minus 2 po. So 2 times 3x is 6x. And 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. So ang magiging resulta niyan ay ito po. So again, 2 times 3x. So we have 6x. And then minus 2 times 2 is equal to 4. So kaya siya naging 6x minus 4. And then rewrite lang natin yung right side. We have 8x minus 12. So we are almost done. So ang gagawin naman natin dito sa part na to, we're going to combine all the like terms. But before that, kailangan yung mga like terms na tinutukoy natin ay magkakasama in one side. Ano ba yung mga like terms dito? Yung 6x and then yung 8x. So if you still remember, yung mga like terms ay pwede natin i-combine so we can simplify it more. And other like terms ay negative 4 and negative 12. Ngayon, hindi pa natin sila pwedeng i-combine kasi katulad nito, yung 6x ay nasa left side na equation at yung 8x naman ay nasa right side. So we cannot combine them. So ang gagawin natin, we're going to do transposition method. So ang ita-transpose natin dito, so we have 6x and then we're going to transpose that on the other side para magkasama na sila nung 8x. At kapag magkasama na sila, so we can combine them. And at the same time, yung negative 12 here, so we need to transpose that to the left side. So para maging or magkasama na sila nung negative 4. And don't forget, when we are transposing terms or term, so nababago po yung kanilang sign. So yung 6x, kapag tinranspose natin yan on the right side, so it will become minus or negative. And other one, yung negative 12, if we are going to transpose that on the other side, so it will become positive. So kapag nagawa na natin yan, so ito yung magiging itsura niya. So negative 4, rewrite lang, plus 12. So bakit naging plus 12? Kasi nga yung negative 12, nung tinranspose natin on the left side, yung sign dapat ay magbabago. So kaya naging plus 12. And then 8x, rewrite lang. Then transpose yung 6x on the other side. So magiging minus 6x. Kasi nga positive siya sa left side. So again, kapag nag-transpose, yung sign ay magbabago. So ngayon magkasama na yung mga like terms, so we can simplify them or we can combine them. Negative 4 plus 12, so that is 8. And 8x minus 6x, so that is 2x. So ito na po yun. So 8 is equal to 2x. Again, negative 4 plus 12, so that is 8. 8x minus 6x, that is 2x. Almost done, but ang ating goal dito ay dapat maging isolated or alone yung ating variable which is x. Since may kasama pa siyang 2, we are not yet done. So ang tanong dito is how are we going to remove 2? So to remove 2, we're going to divide both sides, yung 8 at yung 2x by 2. So we're going to divide them by 2. So 8 divided by 2. And do it to the left, do it to the right. So para balance pa rin yung ating equation. So the other side, yung right side, divide it by 2 also. And with that, so we can cancel 2 here in this part. Ngayon, kung makakancel natin yan, so isolated na yung x. So we already have the value of x. But of course, we have to simplify the left side. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So the result is 4. So 8 divided by 2 is 4 is equal to x. So dahil na-cancel na nga yung 2. Ngayon, to make it more standard, kasi commonly yung variable ay laging nasa left side. So wala namang problema yan. So we're just going to interchange. So yung 4, ilagay lang natin sa kanan, yung x, lagay lang natin sa kaliwa. So the final answer here will be x is equal to 4. Now, meron na tayong value ng x. But we are not yet done kasi we are trying to look for AI and MC as well. Pero hindi naman natin mahanap yung AI and MC if we don't have the value of x. So next one, to find the value of AI, so we're going to rewrite first the given. So AI is equal to 3x minus 2. Since we already have the value of x, which is 4, So yung 3x minus 2, yung x here, we can replace that with 4. And kapag na-replace natin yan by 4, so makukuha na natin yung value ng AI. So let's replace that with 4. So ang ginawa lang natin yung x, pinilitan lang natin ng 4, and then minus 2 pa din. So here we're going to multiply. So 3 times 4, so that is 12, and then minus 2. And then 12 minus 2 is 10. Ibig sabihin, ang value ng AI ay 10. Now, before solving for the value of MC, kasi gagamitin natin yung procedure na ginawa natin dito sa AI, so i-replace din natin yung value ng X. But we can simply get the value of MC since we already have the value of AI. So kung ang AI ay 10 and we know that AI is only half of MC, so mahanap na natin yung value ng MC. So what do you think is the value of MC? The value of MC is 20. Okay, so we know that it is 20. That is correct. Pero just to make sure, so it's like we're going to check it, right? So kung ang solving natin dito sa MC ay 20, so lahat ng ginawa natin dito ay tama. So let's try. So let's rewrite first the given, 8x minus 12, so that is MC. So same procedure lang dito. So we're just going to replace the value with 4. So again, dapat ang kalabasan nito ay 20. So we have here 8 times 4, which is the value of x, minus 12. And 8 times 4 is 32. And then minus 12, and 32 minus 12 is 20. So therefore, tama po yung ginawa nating procedure from the start, from finding the value of x. So that's how you solve problem given we have the variable. So for midline theorem.